Hi guys, welcome to another episode of It's Your Kitchen. Today, well actually first and foremost what I love, to thank all of my followers from Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, St. Martin, Suriname, Guyana, um, India, um, Asia, uh, there we go. Florida, Memphis, Tennessee, Arkansas, Rhode Island, um, Chicago. Hey, how's it going, Chicago? Thank you. Ohio, Oregon, Connecticut, Delaware, New York in the house. Thank you. Also, California. I said Ohio, Oregon, the Netherlands, England, Mexico. All right. Guys, I would love to thank you so much for following. Tag, share, like, comment. Also, don't forget, hit the notification button and the subscribe button and the notification bell. There we go. All right. Guys, today, actually, I'm going to do something very quick, very simple. A friend of mine told me, I have no clue what else to do with chicken. She followed me and she saw my three different chicken recipes that I did. And she's like, I know a lot of people saying do this, do that, but I want something simple and another way of using chicken. Everyone, chicken is very accessible to each and every one of us. So, without further ado, I will tell you what I'm doing. Today I'm going to do my version of chicken and broccoli. Yes, chicken and broccoli. My version. All right. You can have it. I'm not going to tell you. Once we head over to the ingredients, then I will let you know how I'm going to prepare my chicken and broccoli. So guys, don't go anywhere. Stay right there. We're going to head over and check out the ingredients. All right. Back, guys. All right. I'm going to go over some of the ingredients here with you. What I have here in my trusty little bowl is some, for all of my American followers, it's Gouda cheese. But you know what? Use whatever cheese that you like. We call this here on the island Yongakas, which basically means Gouda cheese as well. All right. Now, again, you can use whatever cheese that you like. It doesn't matter how much. It all depends on how much you. The word's not coming out. How many cheese you would like. All right. You'll be like, okay, he have cheese for what? Not telling you yet. All right. Now, I shredded this myself. If you guys like, you can buy the pre-shredded package. They have mozzarella and all of those flavor. I personally do not use anymore the package pre-shredded cheese because it does not melt properly. I think it's something that the factory uses to preserve it more. So it has like this very tough texture. But if you like, by all means, it's easier for you. Go right ahead, All right. So this might be about maybe a cup and a half of shredded cheese. But again, it all depends on how many cheese you would like. All right. In my other trusty bowl, I have here 2 cups of whole milk. Not 2%, not like whole milk, guys. All right. 2 cups of whole milk. I have 3 room temperature large eggs. If you don't have large eggs and just small eggs, then you will go to 4. But I have some large eggs here, so I'm using 3. All right. And of course, the star of the show, the broccoli. Now, I use a pack of the frozen broccoli. If you like, you can use 1 head of broccoli, cut it up, put it on the stovetop, maybe add a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of milk, and you let that just simmer, not boil too much, just simmer. And then once it's a little tender, then you take it out, you drain it. But I use the frozen package because that's what I had in my freezer. All right. I just gave this a very, very quick boil, not too much, just to get all of the cold iciness out of it. Then I drained it well. All right. Now here in my other bowl, I have, you're going to say, what's going on? Not telling you yet. I have 7 cups of all purpose flour. I have a half a teaspoon. No, it's a quarter teaspoon of ground black pepper. 1 teaspoon of salt. I use my Himalayan pink salt. 1 teaspoon of dry basil. If you don't have, you can use dry thyme. It's up to you. All right. I have 1 teaspoon of baking powder. All right. So there's the salt, the basil, and also the powder, the flour, and also the baking powder, my dried thyme, now my dried basil leaf, sorry, and my black pepper. But guys, don't worry. You know, I'm never gonna leave you hanging. I always will post exact amount the ingredients with this post. All right. Now I pre-did get here for you. All right. All right, here we go. I have here my chicken cut in cubes, and it's about 2 chicken breasts I cut in cubes. I seasoned it and left it overnight so it really gets the seasoning that gets all in there. Again, you can go wild on however you want to season it. If you want to go a simple salt and pepper, go right ahead. It's your kitchen. You do what you want. All right. You are your own master chef. All right. And on this side, I have my I call it my 3 medleys. I have a half of a large red bell pepper, a half of a large green bell pepper, and 1 medium-sized onion. Now, I pre-cooked this. Now, if you had chicken from before, maybe a roasted chicken, you can shred it up if you like. Or you can just boil the chicken breast and shred it. I cut mine up in cubes, bite size, of course, and I just give it a quick fry because it's going to do the rest of the cooking elsewhere. All right. And also the same for my 3 medleys, the red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and onion. These I pre-did so we can head right over and start it. All right. Now, to let you know what I'm going to do, everyone knows chicken and broccoli as not even as a side dish, but basically as a side dish, main dish. Now, why have my milk, cheese, and flour? Because this is going to be baked. All right, guys, it's going to be baked. I have my oven set already at 350 degrees. It's going to bake for about maybe, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm going to take it out. And then I'm going to place the cheese on it and set it back in there for about another 5 minutes just for the cheese to be nice and melted. All right. So guys, don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you how I'm going to put everything together. All right. Welcome back, guys. Have my trusty bowl here. Oh, I also forgot to show you what I'm going to be baking it in. I have my white ceramic dish here. I'm just going to grease it inside with a little bit of oil and rub it around and then pour my mixture in. All right. So let's get started here. First thing, now this, as I said, it goes very quickly. I'm going to place in my broccoli. With my wooden spoon out. Place in my broccoli in there. All right. Then I'm going to place in my chicken and my 3 medleys. I love calling it 3 medleys. All right. Just pour that right in there. Come on, get in there. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. Resist on eating the chicken. If you're going to do it this way, resist it. But you know what? It's your kitchen. Go ahead. All right. Okay. Place this in my sink right here. Oops. Okay. It's just going to toss this. I'll do it a quick toss in here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to, I'm going to get a bigger bowl to do the eggs and the milk. So they will be poured in much easier and better. I know I'm causing myself more to wash, but I'm going to wash, so I don't care. All right. I'm going to put in my milk. Okay. And guys, remember, for all of these, like the milk and the eggs, try to have it at room temperature, because anytime you're baking something, you want to have it at room temperature. If it's too cold, it's not going to go, it's going to separate, and all of that hard work and creativity that you did is just not going to work. All right. Now, I always crack an egg at a time, just in case if you get a shell or anything, so it's much easier. I don't like to crack it right in, because if a shell or anything gets in, then you can't get it out. It's going to be a pain in the butt. All right. That's 2. And that is 3. All right. Place this aside. Today, guys, if you notice, it's a little bit much darker. Today in the island, it's a rainy day. It's a rainy day. Just gonna mix my all-purpose flour, the salt, the dried basil, the pepper, and the baking powder. All right. So if you haven't guessed it as yet, guys, we're making somewhat of a casserole. But again, my version, I want you to see what I'm doing here. So I'm just move it over. I'm just doing my version of chicken and broccoli, and dedicating it to my one of my followers. I don't know if I can call her name, but why not? Naomi. All right. But again, I love this type of feedback. This is the second request that I got a dish to make. The first one was from one of my followers in Florida, Erica. She did ask if I can make a Creole sauce, and I did that. And this is my second request. So guys, send me those requests. Send me the comments. Send me what you think. I'm eager. All right. Get my whisk here. And I'm just going to pour the dry mixture in with the milk. And it's just going to give that a quick stir. All right. Just want to blend all of this together. All right. I don't know if you can see it right in there. Need to get me one of those remote camera stands or something. So wherever I move, it moves with me. Gotta look into that. If any one of you guys know what I'm talking about, send me the name or a link so I can look into it and purchase one. Because every time I do this for you guys, I'm doing it alone. I'm my own cook in my own kitchen and holding my own camera. All right, but for you guys, anything. For you, exactly anything. All right. Now I'm going to grab my dish. I'm going to put a little bit of oil Now you can use whatever oil. If you don't have, you can also just use butter. You know, some melted butter in there and just glaze the bottom part. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm still here with you. Just gonna grab my basting brush. Gotcha. All right. So I poured about maybe a teaspoon of oil, and I have my trusty basting brush, and I'm just gonna baste it all around just to coat it. I said to quote, right? I meant to coat. The weather is messing up my train of thought, guys. Forgive me. All right. So the Creole sauce was dedicated to Erica, and this video segment is dedicated to Naomi. All right. I hope I hope you do try it out. And let me know. All right, give my mixture here, the broccoli, chicken, and my 3 medleys, a quick toss. Now they say the best utensils is your hands, which you can do that, but make sure your hands is always washed, guys. All right. Now this should bake very quickly, because basically everything is already cooked. All right. Again, there will be an extra step if you would like to use the fresh head of broccoli. All right. And you can place whatever you like in here. Whatever you like in here. Again, it's my version of chicken and broccoli, or broccoli and chicken, or however you want to call it. I know a lot know the Asian restaurants, they have the chicken and broccoli with a little bit of like a thick type of sauce with it. That is all fine. I'm not going to lie, I do indulge myself in it sometimes. All right. But then I'm like, you know what? Why should it be just one standard type of chicken and broccoli? So I just decided I'm going to try something new. I don't know if this recipe is already out there, because I figured, let me try this out and see how it works. But most likely it might be out there already, and I'm a bit late in the invention part. But I hope not. I hope I'm the first one. All right. Now, I'm going to grab my dish, and I'm just going to pour this in my dish. As I see, guys, it's pretty easy. Chicken and broccoli, another version. And again, as I said, I tend to indulge in the chicken and broccoli dish from the Asian restaurants. We call it here Chinese restaurant, but you know what I mean. But for something like this, and if you do try to make it on your own, the one from the Asian restaurants, you will know exactly what goes into it. All right. Place this aside. And I'm just going to level this out in my dish here. The colors are beautiful. The green, the red, and also the white from the onions and the chicken in there. So you get your vegetable and your protein. But then you're going to kind of cheat when you add your milk mixture. All right. Now, I almost forgot what you can try to, but it's not recommended. Maybe for the wet mixture, before you add in the eggs, you mix everything and you can just give a taste to see if it needs a little extra salt or pepper or something. Then if it's good, then you add the eggs. But unfortunately, I can't try that now because I already add the eggs in there. All right, give it another quick stir here. Oops. Oops. Come on off. Yes. All right. And I'm just going to just pour this on. All right, let me show you what I have here first. You see those beautiful colors in there? And now I'm just going to just pour the wet mixture over it. You want to get it in the corners, give it a quick turn there. Another quick turn there. Make sure it gets all in. All right, quick turn again. All up in the corners. Need all of you to meld and get to know each other, get engaged, get married. All right. And as I said, whatever little bits and pieces in there, get it out. You know, you worked hard for your money. You buy your groceries. Use it all. Scrape the plastic out of this thing. All right. So now I'm going to just pat this down here. Make sure it all, give a little tap. All right. Make sure they all get in there. Now I'm going to leave this bake again for about, I would say about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to check on it. All right. And then once it's looked, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take it out. Then we're going to pour the cheese over it and pop it right back in for another about 5-7 minutes until the cheese is completely melted. Okay. So guys, chicken and broccoli. I'm going to pop this in the oven. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in the next 10 to 15 minutes. All right. Welcome back, guys. Well, I left it in for an additional 5 minutes, so a total of 20 minutes. I really wanted to, especially the all-purpose flour and the baking powder, since it was like raw flour in the milk mixture, I really want that to really cook good. So I left it in for about 20 minutes instead of 15. All right, guys, if you can smell this, Naomi, you better try this. All right, guys. Now what I'm going to do, as you see, I have it on top of my cookie sheet. I tend to do that a lot when I'm baking now. If any spillage or whatever, it could go right there and not mess up your oven. All right. So now I'm going to add on the cheese. And then I'm going to place it back in the oven for additional 5 minutes. So total, I would say 20 minutes in the oven. 25 minutes, sorry. 25 minutes in the oven. All right, so I'm going to continue with the cheese and then pop it right back into the oven. So stay tuned for the final look. All right, guys, welcome back. Now, after 5 minutes, look at this. Perfectly, the cheese is melted. Unbelievable. Little Hollywood close up there. All right, guys. Naomi, come on. Another way of using chicken. My version of chicken and broccoli. All right, guys. In total, it took about 25 minutes in the oven. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let it set completely for about another 10-15 minutes so it all comes together. You don't want to go and cut into this right now because what's going to happen is it's going to fall apart on you. So we're just going to leave it set up, let everything get to know each other once again. Then we're going to give this a try. All right. Hey guys, well, I tried and I succeeded not to touch it. I left it for about 15-20 minutes so it can actually really set perfectly. And I did cut a piece and I just want to show you. All right, guys. You know, sometimes your first cut always tend to be like, but I lucked out. My first cut came out perfect. All right. So, guys, Naomi, you better try this. All right. The cheese is perfect. Get a little piece of everything in there. A piece of chicken. Ooh, the nice cheese pull. Here we go. Oh, wow. I'm going in for another one. Sorry. Got the broccoli. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm going to close off because I'm going to dive in this. Guys, I dedicate this for one of my followers, Naomi. She asked if I know any other different type of recipe for using chicken instead of doing the bake, the fry. This is a whole different take. I don't know if this recipe is out there already. I hope not, because then I will feel so proud that I actually invented it. But again, this is my version of chicken and broccoli, or broccoli and chicken. All right. Guys, thank you so much. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. So every time I come up with a new recipe, you'll be notified. All right. Take the camera up a little here. Oh, much better. Guys, thank you so much to all of my followers from Aruba, St. Martin, Bonaire, Curacao, Guyana, Suriname, Florida, Memphis, Tennessee, Arkansas, Ohio, Oregon, California, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, Asia, Mexico, India, New York. I know there was a new one that came on. Oh my goodness, I forgot. I'm so sorry. But guys, don't ever feel like I'm leaving you out, all right? Because you're always here with me and always in the kitchen. The Netherlands, England, I did say Memphis. It's gonna come to me, but please forgive me. No matter what, you all are always here with me, and we're always experimenting, having fun, learning something new. Please share, like, comment, tag, do all that you have to. All right. Also, to the person that actually helped me and encouraged me to start this whole cooking series, Karen from Rhode Island. Thank you so much, Karen. I mentioned in the beginning that I did 2 recipes that was requested. My fault. Karen, actually, I started out with Karen with oxtail to show her how I do my oxtail. Then Erica was the Creole sauce, great for seafood, especially fried fish. And also now to my Aruban follower, Naomi. Guys, I thank you so much. Without you there following and giving me some ideas, encouraging, I won't be here. The pandemic has been, it hit very hard worldwide. I see it as, I am thankful, as my grandmother always say, knock on wood. I am very thankful and humble and grateful. I did have some family members that went through it, and thank God that it was not severe. For all of those who has lost a loved one or friend or what have you, Please accept my deepest and humble sympathy and stay strong. We are not quite out of the woods as yet, so don't let your guard down. All right? And because of that pandemic, I decided to get my mind stable and grounded. My friend Karen told me, why not start doing this cooking show? So, Karen, I thank you. She's waiting for me to do a cookbook. But guys, I want to thank you so much. And always and never forget to be proud of what you create in the kitchen. Let no one tell you any different. You're your master chef in your kitchen, all right? And always remember, it's your kitchen. All right, guys, until next time, bye.